the policy repo rate under the liquidity adjustment facility by 50 basis points to 5.5%.
This is a good news for all the home loan borrowers. In a surprise move to the markets, the RBI has reduced the repo rate by 50 basis points. Now, this is the third consecutive repo rate cut, and so far, RBI has reduced 100 basis points.
I now come to the Monetary Policy Committee decisions. The Monetary Policy Committee met on the 4th, 5th, and 6th of June, that is today, to deliberate and decide on the policy repo rate. And after a detailed assessment of the evolving macroeconomic and financial developments and the economic outlook ahead, the MPC decided to reduce, which is widely expected, the policy repo rate under the liquidity adjustment facility by 50 basis points to 5.5%. I repeat, the reduction recommended by the MPC is for 50 basis points to 5.5%. This is with immediate effect. Consequently, the standing deposit facility rate, which is the STF rate, shall stand adjusted to 5.25%. And the marginal standing facility MSF rate and the bank rate shall stand adjusted to 5.75%.
So now let's understand how RBI's decision will impact your money, your savings, and your investments. Now, markets were expecting a status quo this time, but RBI is clearly signaling that it wants to support growth more aggressively now. So for you, this means that if you are paying a home loan, a car loan, or have a big personal loan, this is a good news. With the repo rate at 5.5%, banks will soon reduce interest rates. This translates to lower EMIs, but it might take a couple of weeks or months for the banks to follow this change. Now, while this is a good news, let me tell you that there is a flip side to this. If you rely on fixed deposits to earn returns, your returns percentage might drop very soon. So banks usually tend to reduce FD interest rates after a repo rate cut. So if you are a conservative investor, this might be the time for you to look at other investment options for better returns. Thirdly, RBI clearly sees that the economy needs a push. So in its second MPC meeting of FY26, RBI maintained the real GDP growth at 6.5%. And with inflation under control and GDP growth being a priority, this move is meant to boost business activity, help industries recover, and create jobs. So this means that better job opportunities could be in MSMEs, real estate, and manufacturing sectors in the coming few quarters. RBI also said that it will keep liquidity ample. So this means that banks will have enough money to lend and the credit flow to businesses will stay strong. This means that sectors like startups, MSMEs, and rural businesses that depends on loans will benefit from it. Finally, the Governor Sanjay Malhotra also highlighted that there is ease of stress in unsecured loan segment and credit card portfolios, even though there are concerns in microfinance segments. He said that stress in personal loans and credit cards is easing, but the pressure continues in the microfinance sector. Banks and NBFCs are already adjusting their models, tightening credit checks, and improving collections to avoid future risks. For more such content, keep watching Simple.